Indeed we will. Okay, we're getting ready to kick the show off. What a great introduction by KGO and that very, very recognizable bright red KGO helicopter. Again, this is a Bell aircraft, turbine powered, which means that is a jet engine running a gearbox controlling that rotor. And we're going to be talking about the rotor and what the blades do and what the tail rotor does in just a little bit when Mr. Chuck Ahrens takes that beautiful Red Bull helicopter up and gives you a flying lesson, a helicopter flying lesson. In the meantime, if you look directly out in front of you, you can't miss that huge Zeppelin Eureka, the airship from Airship Ventures, based right here out of historic Moffett Field, California. Again, our chief pilot today is Mr. Pete Gavitt. Our flight officer and paramedic is Al Romero. And our flight officer is Mr. Jeff Mooring. Again, flying the Eurocopter A-Star 350B3. Trust me, if you were injured somewhere in the Sierras or remote terrain, that's exactly how they bring you up, and that would be a great sight if you just spent a night on the cold Sierra Mountain. This aircraft is powered by a Turbomeca aerial 2B engine. It's got 847 shaft horsepower. It is a turbine engine. This helicopter has a max speed of, get this, 172 miles per hour. It cruises at 140 miles an hour and has a service ceiling of 23,000 feet. It can land on peaks as high as 14,000 feet, and it has a range of 300 plus miles. Okay, our CDF Bell 206 is coming in right now. One more time. Again, this is what they call the Super Huey. Good shot of the Super Huey right there, the Bell UH Super Huey. Let's go to the cockpit, see if we can get a hold of Mr. Chuck Ahrens right now, flying that beautiful Red Bull helicopter as he gives us a helicopter flying lesson. Chuck, can you hear us, sir?
Yes, sir, I can. How you guys doing today?
We're doing great, Chuck. We got a great audience down here, and their eyes are all glued to you. Here's your 15 minutes of fame.
Right on. Well, I'm just going to show you today what the basics of a helicopter. It can fly and it's done with a cycling control. And I just, if I want to stop it, I just put it right, the cycling control in the center, and I stop just like this. If I want to do turns, then they have pedals that your feet use. So I'll do like a left pedal turn. So I'll push in the left pedal and it turns the nose to the left.
Okay, now we've got a problem going on here. We've got something in our airspace. Dan Buchanan, you're not supposed to fly till later. Hold on, folks. What's going on up here? Dan? Now we want all of you to pay special note when Dan gets down. We just talked about all these things he does. He's a glider pilot, he's a sailplane pilot, he's a hang glider pilot. Well, one of the things he doesn't do is he doesn't ride bicycles, because Dan lost the use of both of his legs in a hang gliding accident several years ago. Did it stop him? No. That just made him more determined to come out here. He's an award-winning aerobatic pilot. He's won several awards for being an inspiration to kids, adults, people everywhere. Watch him as he comes down, watch him as he flares. He's got wheels on the hang glider because, again, he does not have the use of his legs. Mr. Dan Buchanan from Minden, Nevada. Okay, in case you haven't figured it out yet, we just put one of the bad boys of helicopters in the sky. The CH-47 Chinook, built by Boeing Aircraft. Very distinguishable by the two main rotors, 60 feet in length apiece. Max weight of 53,000 pounds. Has a max speed of 189 miles an hour.
5 Notars with 2 more coming, 7 of them.
Look at the rotor of that.
We won an EMS operation. We've been in existence now for 25 years, with 25-year anniversary. Currently now we operate with 1 pilot and 2 flight nurses on board the aircraft. And to this date we've moved over 35,000 patients through an EMS operation. As you can see, the Notar helicopter now is in a hovering situation. It moves the air through the tail boom through a fan's induction system. And as you can see, the pilot now operating the aircraft in a side hover with a crosswind. It operates very efficiently. Currently now he's almost in a crosswind configuration. You can tell that the actual tail section is moved through a SAS system, which is computerized up to the inside of the cockpit with a full augmentation autopilot.
Yeah, I always thought you guys were vectoring the exhaust from the jet down to the tail boom, but I learned this morning from you guys that that's all fresh air being ducted down that tail boom. And now looking at it, I can see that the jet exhaust is well above the tail boom.
Yeah, you can tell now that the pilot is rotating the cone in the rear. What happens is it has an induction system that moves down the tail boom, almost like a Raikkonen reaction to a gun. The air exits the side of the tail boom and goes around the tail boom in a counterclockwise through vortex generator. That air that goes around the tail boom is mixed with the actual main rotor system and actually turns the tail boom into an actual airfoil, so it floats through a computerized system with the verticals that actually flies on its own.
It's fairly flat.
That's not much
Noise here in the plane.